According to Don Eagles, ever since cats have been domesticated, they've helped with keeping disease and starvation away. By killing rodents, that carry disease, cats keep away the sickness from their human friends. Also, by killing rodents, cats help to prevent the food stores that mice commonly got into and polluted. Here's a quote from his book, Classical Cats. Without these domesticated cats, European towns, villages, and farms would have been frequently overrun with mice and rats. As a consequence, European civilizations would have been considerably poorer and sicker over the past 2,500 years. Cats are also important religious symbols of the Greek, Roman, and Greco-Egyptian goddesses Artemis, Diana, and Isis. Bastet is another goddess from the Egyptian religion, who, according to the American Research Center, was depicted as a lioness, but many think she takes the form of a cat or a feline-headed goddess. Having cats can also give you health benefits. According to the Greater Good magazine, cat owners have better physiological health than people who don't have cats. People who have cats also experience fewer feelings of negativity than those without. Cats even lower your stress by petting them. When you pet cats, it lowers the stress hormone cortisol in your saliva, which is cool. They also make you a better person. According to the Greater Good magazine, cat owners are more socially sensitive. They trust people more, and they like other people more than those without. Now, don't curl up yet because we're just getting into why I love cats. Growing up, I've always had cats in my life. Both my grandparents had cats along with other members of my family, so they've always been present in my life. My dad's parents have a farm, and they have cats that live there to keep the mice away. Which is where we got my kitties. Those are my kitties. I will show them to you now. This is Stash. It's a little mustache. And this is Snuggles. Okay. Stash is named after the little mustache that he has on his face, and Snuggles is named after the little Scent Bear commercial, the fabric softener one. But he also is very lovey, so he lives up to his name. We've had them since 2016 after we got them from my grandparents, so they are quite old, but they're still pretty playful. They are a mix between a Siamese cat and a tuxedo cat, and that's called a snowshoe cat. Fun fact, Grumpy Cat was a snowshoe cat also. Stash is my favorite. He's my baby. And he got his name after the mustache. Cats are also a source, my cats are also a source of comfort for me. They were with me through some tough times, and they helped by just being there and having them to talk to. I even dedicated one of my English assignments to my kitty Stash. I'm also a very cold person. I love to cuddle with them, and they keep me warm. Now, I need you to listen to me about some common misconceptions surrounding cats. If you have cats and identify as a woman, you know the fear of being called a crazy cat lady. But where did that stereotype originate from? Let's jump back to the Middle Ages when the Roman Catholic Church was wanting to get rid of all the non-Christian gods. Previously, many goddesses were associated with cats, such as the Norse goddess Freya. She is depicted to be riding on a chariot pulled by cats, and the Chinese cat goddess Li Shu. So when the church started eradicating these goddesses, women started losing their power. People saw cats as Satan's little helpers, And then at the same time, single women were leaving the church, and then they were considered witches. So both hand in hand, single women and cats began to be seen as evil, and so many were killed because of that fear. However, the fear turned into pity during the 1800s because of the recognition of the injustice during the witch trials. Now women were being viewed as pathetic instead of dangerous. So when the anti-suffrage movement began, they used cats dressed up in feminine clothing to represent women being lonely old spinsters who hated men. This was all found on the Reclaiming the Crazy Cat Lady trope by Steph McCulloch. Finally, here are some common misconceptions about kitties. According to BlueCross.org, cats don't always land on their feet, even though they have the riding reflex, which is when they can twist really quickly in the air while they're falling to land on their feet, but it doesn't always happen all the time. Many cats have suffered severe injuries or even death from falling out of windows and not being able to land on their feet. Cats also don't have 9 lives. This myth doesn't really have a specific origin, but it's thought to have its meaning from their agility and dexterity. Lastly, cats aren't actually nocturnal, but as many people believe them to be. But this stereotype arose from them mainly hunting at dusk and dawn, which is when it was easier for them to find their food. And many cats will sleep with you during the night, but they'll get up frequently. They also sleep just at random times whenever it's quiet.